Hey, Joe.
Listen,
Listen, tough loss, tough losing streak, and Bryce is day-to-day. DD's still on a rehab assignment. What do you guys think you can do to turn the future bright?
all right, so that's a lot to take in at once for a question for someone with a brain size like me. But you said tough loss to begin. I don't see it as a loss. I see it as a victory. You see these players, they gave it their all. I gave it my all, and that's all we can really do. As for Didi and Bryce, they'll be fine. There's minor injuries really for those guys. To turn this whole thing around, I think we're just gonna have to really believe in ourselves a little bit harder.
So, you said you don't really see it as a loss, but you have lost 10 straight. So the scorecard sees it as a loss, and we are actively not going into the postseason anymore. Like, we're done. Like, we got to start winning some games. Like, how do we win games now?
Just play baseball, play fundamental baseball. I look at the analytics, it says that we should be winning every game we play. So, by that logic, it's just pure unluckiness and no one's fault that we're actually losing these games. We just need to keep sticking to the analytics.
Listen, there's been a lot of rumors about your job security and possibly the Phillies organization moving on from you as manager. How would you feel if that is a possibility?
Yeah, rumors. You hear rumors about everybody. You hear rumors that anything could be anybody. So, and rumors.
Joe, not to
typically,
cut you off.
Typically, there's nothing true about rumors.
Joe, I just got a notification from MLB saying that Joe Girardi has been fired.
Well, there's many Joe Girardis in this world.
It's said for the Phillies. Specifically,
well, I'm sure there's not a Joe Girardi. Maybe it does.
No, it's you. You're fired. You can leave the premises as you wish.
Joe, as reporters, it's our duty to make sure you leave.
So,
well, I'm sure it's going to be fine.
This press conference isn't necessary anymore.
Okay, well, my muscles are big, so I'm going to stay here for a little bit.
How do you feel about the new...
The Phillies? The Phillies have always been a bad franchise.
Joe, how do you feel about Rob Thomson?
The Yankees have always been a much better franchise, and just how it's going to have to be. So, yeah. Thank you for your time, guys. Thank you for your time. Welcome to Bad Take Philly.
Oh, he hits it upright again.
Bears season's going to end on a double doink.
Oh, my God.
Deep to right field. Way up there and way out of here.
Hard.
Yang, the offensive rebound. And
And for the Philadelphia Eagles, the long drought is over.
The swing of the miss. Struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are world champions of baseball.
Welcome back to Bad Take Philly, episode number 8. I thought we were on 9, but 8's good enough. We're almost at 10. It's going to be a celebration when we get there. We're all going to be having a great time. Might be at 1,000 views by then.
Yeah.
So, some big news out of Philadelphia very recently is that one of the shittest managers in recent history is gone forever.
Goodbye, Joe.
Bye,
We're not going to miss you.
Let's go, Rob Thomson. We love Rob Thomson. He sucks. Joe sucks.
He does. And, he might not be the reason for all our struggles, but just there was no life in this team, and it was clear that it was time to shake things up. So, he had to go. Yeah. And you see over the last 2 games that they've actually responded for the first time and showed a pulse, this entire season. They just completely dominated the Angels the last 2 games. So maybe it was the right decision to let Joe go.
Is that mostly coincidence, or do you think it's a little bit of
The Angels are probably the worst team going into those 2 games, as they lost 8 straight, and then they lost 2 more. So
10 losses in a row.
But
I don't know.
The amount of energy we showed is a lot.
Because listen, Joe, like Dakota said, he was not the issue fully. Obviously, he didn't bring any energy to the team, which was kind of obvious throughout the season.
Yeah.
But our bad defense kind of, I think, was a little bit more detrimental than bad managing, which
Although
I think a lot of
pitching changes in some of the games
No,
did cost the game.
definitely, but like Castellanos missing fly balls 3
Yeah.
times a game also.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And listen, the Angels are on a terrible losing streak. Like their worst in years. Mike Trout has his worst. Like I think he's like 0 for 22 from the plate, and that's his worst in his career. So it's the right time to like get going, but hopefully it's not a coincidence.
No, but that's good. When there's teams that's struggling, you have to take advantage of this. That's how you're going to make your record go from shit to okay. So
pitching's been good.
You got to take advantage of bad teams. You have to take advantage of teams that are maybe not that bad, but are going through a bad slump.
Yeah, Eflin and Wheeler both had great starts. Great first 2 games.
Yeah, we're only 4.5 games out of the wild card right now, I think it is. So there is still a lot of time to recover from this early season, whatever you want to call it, disaster, failure, any word's good for that. But
and we got the Brewers, and then we got easy schedule.
I'm very excited for after the All-Star break when we have the lowest, like we're playing the teams with the lowest win percentage.
Yeah, we play Marlins,
Eagles
Nationals. yeah. Mets have a very hard June, which is nice. Schwarber loves June.
Loves it.
So he's off to a hard start.
He might bat over 200.
Foot away from another home run.
Yeah.
And
lead off.
Yeah.
He has 3 home runs now in June, I think. Or is it 2?
I think 2. Just the 1 game.
I'm going to guess. No idea.
Pretty sure it's just...
It might be a trivia question.
That would be a good trivia question. But, and then JT is also getting hot now.
Yeah.
Yeah, JT, some could argue he's like the best catcher of all time. You could say he's the best catcher in baseball.
Definitely best catcher in baseball.
Other people would say we'd rather have Andrew Knapp starting over him.
Who would say that? That'd be crazy.
Phillies Insider.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Fuck you, Phillies Insider.
Phillies Insider.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
There's nothing.
I gotta
about the game.
I gotta give him a little bit of props because yesterday when he made his little graphic for the box score and stuff, you kind of have to give JT player of the game 3 for 4 with 3 doubles, right?
Doubles.
And he
almost hit for the double cycle.
Yeah,
he hit 4 doubles.
He played great defensively, offensively, and he gave him his credit for giving him player of the game. But when was it the first inning when JT had his first double, scored 2 runs after throwing Ohtani out at second on a steal. Phillies Insider still had the audacity to say pretty good game by JT. No, you know what? Fantastic, superb showing.
Best game you've ever seen, maybe?
One of the best performances I've ever seen against a top-tier team of the Angels.
Rivals Nick Foles in the Super Bowl. This man was going sicko mode. You
know what? The 94 WIP ritual is working.
Oh, they're burning their candles.
Yeah,
or whatever.
they do this weird ritual.
I heard them talk about that. They were going to do something. They burn candles.
They did this weird ritual back when Nick Foles was like playing like shit before the playoffs in 2017, and it was like this weird movie clip that said "snap out of it," and they played it and said Nick Foles, and they played the clip, and it worked for Nick Foles. And then they tried it again with Wentz, but Wentz is a lost cause. And then,
you have to have a mental fortitude that is stronger than a
7th
child.
grader.
Yeah. So probably try on the Sixers too, but
no, they are not mentally strong at all. No. They are the most mentally weak team I've ever seen in my life, the Sixers.
But if you did that on Korkmaz, I bet he'd make 6 threes.
He needs to be back in Turkey next year. I do not want to see him on this team. Please, can we not play Furkan Korkmaz in playoff games? That's bad.
No.
Yes, it is. Shut up. Shut up.
He had a great.
We're not talking about Korkmaz. Anyway.
What are we even going to do?
I'm going to talk about Alec Bohm because Alec Bohm. I was sitting there in the restaurant yesterday, and there was no sound. So you see Alec Bohm. It was like a ball that was called a strike, and then I think it was like a foul ball, and then he swung at something like way up here. So it was a bad at bat. And he goes back and he starts just pummeling the bat rack or whatever. And then he does that. And then I look up a minute later and he's just got blood coming out all over his neck.
Did you see the video?
I saw it live. I was like, what? Like, What was that?
No, did you see it in slow motion though, where the bat breaks? You can see it. Like,
Oh
his
no, I
neck?
didn't see the slow motion.
Yeah,
No.
no, it's like bang, bang, bang. And the last bang and breaks.
I
and,
saw
kinda
like
slices
it
him.
kind of.
I'd rather have that than nothing, like no emotion. But the commentators on Fox were so weird. They were like, "Yeah, he'll learn how to do that one day. Like he'll learn that the bat always wins."
It's kind of fun actually.
When he was walking back from his at bat, it kind of looked like he was doing that thing where it looks like he's gonna cry on the field. So I was like, what is this? And then he started slamming the bat, and I guess it's better than saying I hate Philly.
Oh, it absolutely is. I don't mind someone.
If he said it again, I think it would be even more comical.
I fucking hate this place again. That would be really funny.
He's had a couple hits that are like very hard hit, very long, but straight to center field.
That one
long, hard and straight hits.
It was like the next at bat, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was
like 401.
Yeah.
It was an 800 expected batting average.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
And it was an out.
Juice
What's
the
a
balls.
stat? That's cool.
Yeah.
There were stats for all kinds of things.
Yeah,
Baseball's
baseball's
a lot
bullshit
of-
with the stats.
They have a lot.
It's cool.
But like you can go on StatCast and look up the expected batting average of all the things and stuff.
Probably would have been out in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah,
Everything's
definitely.
out in Yankee Stadium.
Aaron Judge, you're a fraud.
Yankee Stadium's basically Kessler with fans.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
pretty much. Pretty much. Really, really, really bad fans.
Oh my
By
god.
that.
Throwing trash.
Calling Tim Anderson Jackie. Like, they really do things that are just like, what are you doing? But
Stealing home run ball or foul balls from kids.
they're nuisances.
They're bad.
They should really try to look to Philadelphia to see what a good
Yeah.
fan base looks like. A really supportive fan base. They'll never turn on you unless you suck.
We're okay.
Or
Listen, we're a supportive fan base when, like, being supportive is being supportive of good in
Being
the sports
supportive-
world.
And players that try really hard, I think, can also get a pass.
Maybe.
Like, who's a player that tries really hard,
Boom.
but, like, just isn't that good?
Boom.
Like Boom.
Well,
yeah.
Bone's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
And he's not always good. Like when
not
he's
always.
not good, I'd say we give him more of a pass than
Yeah, that's
some
true.
other people.
That's true.
probably have like who's a sixer that like gets some praise, but like really isn't that good.
Korkmaz.
Shut
Joe
up.
Reed?
Please
Or
stop
Paul
with
Reed, Paul Reed.
Korkmaz.
Yeah, Paul Reed. Someone
Paul
who's
Reed's
like,
really
Stop with Korkmaz.
Paul Reed is not really good. Don't
Serious.
come in here. You have. Oh my god.
All right, so Aiden doesn't watch any basketball. It's very evident that
I've watched most of the
he doesn't watch basketball. Let's talk about the Phillies bullpen.
what about it, Dak?
Well, we're going to pretend that we're the managers, we're the Rob Thomsons, and we're going to basically assign bullpen pitchers their new roles because it's very evident that Girardi has no clue. He's never watched baseball in his life either. He doesn't know what to do. So we're going to do it for Rob Thomson. We're going to fix the bullpen. Let's start with
That's so kind of you.
Yeah, start with the most important one, closer. Who do we have as our new closer?
I would put Seranthony, Domínguez, or Brad Hand if like Seranthony pitched the other day. But Seranthony first because he's just been he's been great.
Yeah.
And then
So is Hand.
Yeah, Brad Hand. So there are two closers. Because like Brad Hand, I was very excited about the Brad Hand signing, and I don't think many people really were. I thought it would be like because they got Familia and Hand in like the same day, and everyone was talking about how Familia was such a bad signing, and like no one was talking that Hand might be a good one. They were
The
just
bad
saying
always
they're both
the
bad.
good.
What?
The bad always the good with that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I thought Hand was going to be very solid, and
Yeah.
no one, at least on Twitter, was saying that. So
I'm
I'm happy that he's been good.
I heard an idea of Rangers struggled early this year, and I heard something about putting him back as a reliever closer. Then when Falter comes back up, we just put him in like the last rotation spot, which would be like a bad situation for the last rotation. But Ranger would be dominant as a bullpen guy.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do that.
No,
But it's just an idea.
He hasn't had a great year.
No.
And I mean, he had such a great year last year. I think we still got to give him the benefit of the doubt and time to figure out being a starter because he hasn't been a starter for all that long.
Look at that. Phillies fans supporting players going through a tough time.
Exactly. Well, it's Ranger. Ranger doesn't do stupid stuff.
Next
Ranger
up,
goes up there and throws baseball.
James Norwood. He's getting DFA'd. I don't like him. He's been going through too tough of a time. He got 3 outs the other day, but he had a 10-0 lead. So it's just the least pressure ever. If you give him like a 3-run lead, he'll blow it.
Give him a 6-run lead.
He'll blow it
Against the Mets.
He's not on the team.
So if we're talking about blowing leads, what do we think about Knebel?
Like
he'd just be like a regular middle reliever.
Yeah, like
really don't want to see him in high leverage situations.
He can,
and he's always in.
He's always in, and we're always losing right after.
And it's always
not 3 games in a row. That'd be a Cardinal sin.
It's always the most important situation of the game, and then he lets up a home run. Jock Peterson runs around the bases. We're all like, "Oh, this is fun."
That is exactly what you guys say.
That's what we say. This is fun.
I'm watching the game with these guys. Home run. They're like, "Wow, this is a great time. I'm really enjoying myself here."
That's exactly how it went.
Yeah.
And so we put him as a setup.
Burning down light poles in Philly. That's what we did.
Where are we putting Nick Nelson?
I like him coming out of the bullpen, and he gives you at least 3 innings. If the starter doesn't go deep, you can bring it in, put him in the 4th, 5th inning. He'll give you a couple innings. So I like him at long reliever. He's not been bad.
No. And then Familia, just another setup, I guess.
He's had up and down season.
So that's a setup, low leverage.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't want many of these people in high leverage.
I don't want many of these people in our bullpen.
I've got maybe 2 people I can trust. Seranthony and Brad Hand.
Yeah. But you need them as the closer. So
I like Bellotti.
Bellatti's okay, actually.
He's the next one. So
that name sounds too much like
some
other bell pepper person.
Does have a bell in it.
Nah, he's been pretty good.
So long reliever.
Well, I think you want him more in high leverage situations. Probably be the 3rd person I would turn to and say, I trust you to get 3 outs out of the people in this bullpen.
So I'll put him as the first setup guy.
Okay.
And then where are we putting Connor Brogdon?
I'm a big fan of Connor Brogdon. I don't think we use him enough.
You're a big Brog dog?
He's yeah.
I just coined that right now. He would be a Brog dog. Where are you gonna put him?
I don't really have any
I don't know who he is.
opinion on Brogdon. I don't know. I feel like Brogdon's always hurt.
Yeah, I feel like he really doesn't pitch much.
No, he doesn't at all.
But I feel like he's always decent.
That's how to do it. You collect a check.
He had a decently important role last year, but I'm pretty sure it was him that was also hurt a lot. Him or the other guy. Coonrod. Maybe I'm thinking of Coonrod.
Cumrod. I love Cumrod. So this list, just for me, there's only 3 guys. There's 3 guys instead of 1 guy in long reliever, so I think he has to go long reliever. Just my opinion.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Does he go long? He doesn't really pitch.
I don't think so.
Right.
I think you could call it Falter, put him in the bullpen. So he's another.
Falter would be a good bullpen piece.
He's not bad.
Yeah, so we already DFA'd Norwood, so we're
putting up Falter, and we'll put Falter right there.
Yeah.
And Alvarado can also be DFA'd, even though he's on the team right now. Because
Jose.
Yeah,
he's pretty bad.
He winds up, throws ball very hard, dirt.
Yeah, he's just throwing it, and it has no idea where it's going.
It's pretty bad.
He's just chucking it, and
it's probably pretty cool to throw the ball triple digits. I'd be able to.
Yeah, and you have no idea where it goes, and then you blow. Yeah, he can go. He can go to somewhere else. The Mets, maybe. We'll say he's pretty good. And they'll be like, okay, we'll take him. Put him in against us. Bryce Harper.
Boom. Oh, we like Bryce.
It's we tricked you. We tricked you. He's terrible.
So Joe Girardi, one of the reasons he was fired was terrible managing of the bullpen. Terrible, just leaving starters in a pitch too long and letting up leads, letting home runs. So we think #do it for Rob Thomson is going to be better.
Yeah, #do it for Rob Thomson. Hopefully he can get some life into this team.
I heard him talk on the radio. He sounded like a very nice guy. He was like, I want to be a part of the team. I want to support the players. I was like, that's my manager.
Let's go.
I did forget his name, but you know what? That's because it takes a couple times for you to learn your name. But no, Rob Thomson, you're going to be a good manager. Mm-hmm. How long is he actually here for? Is the rest of the season, or is it just till they find a new guy?
I think it's rest of the season.
I mean, if he manages the team to a playoff berth, he could be back.
That's a good question.
Where did Embiid go to college?
Kansas.
Where did Rob Thomson go to college?
I'm going to guess Kansas.
I don't think coincidence. I think Philly guy. I think Philly for the win.
That's the Brendan factor.
So here's a question. If Rob Thomson doesn't work out, by God's chance, who's the next manager that you'd want the Phillies to get? I saw people talk on the radio of some old Phillies players that they just randomly wanted. I have no idea if any of these guys.
Ibanez.
Yeah, Raul Ibanez.
Yeah.
I heard Jimmy Rollins.
Yeah, I'd get Chip Kelly personally, but that's just me.
Someone said Chase Utley. Chip Kelly.
Chip Kelly. Just trade one disaster for an even bigger disaster.
Chase Utley wore a Dodgers hat in the Dodgers series, so I don't know. That's kind of treason.
Yeah, I don't think Chase Utley would be that great of a manager.
I heard Jim Leland keep being thrown around because him and Dombrowski have a lot of ties going back to Detroit, and I think he could do what Showalter did for the Mets, like an older manager that instills a culture into this team and get to turn around similar to what the Mets had. I think he's pretty old. He might be in his 80s, so I don't know if he wants to come back and manage, but if they wanted to get him, he has a winning resume, so I'd be down to have Leland as a manager. But I would take Chip Kelly my second.
Jimmy Rollins would be fun, but
yeah, those are the players that would make me watch the game. Like those old time names. I know they're probably not the best idea.
They were talking on the radio. The broadcasts 2 days ago, I think. That when Bryce got hurt and he was becoming a DH, he went through a little bit of guilt because he was hurt and he couldn't give the guys who came here to be DH the DH spot, and so he wasn't producing at all in the beginning of the year. And Jimmy Rollins talked to him in the clubhouse one day and just because he had a little bit of experience with I think it was Big Papi or something when he played with him, and so he was talking with him.
Yeah.
And
Jimmy Rollinson?
Yeah, in Chicago or something.
Really?
And he was talking to Bryce and just said, listen, you're gonna produce no matter what. And ever since then,
I think they said he had 340 since then.
Yeah. Obviously, he gave him more advice. I'm forgetting exactly what it was, but
sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Jimmy Rollins manager.
Jimmy Rollins manager.
Jimmy Rollins.
That'd be really cool.
Jim Leland.
Chip Kelly.
Chip Kelly.
Nick Sirianni.
Doug Peterson.
When I used to be
Doc
little,
Rivers.
I used to
Brett Brown. We could do
James Harden.
Some kind of segment of the worst Philly coaches. That would be fun.
That would be a fun one.
Who's the Stars coach?
I don't know.
The announcers yesterday on Fox were Lions fans or something, and they were yeah, at least we have the Michigan Panthers to pick us up. And then they were so sad that they blew a lead in overtime. They were devastated over over a USFL.
They have to pretend because they own all the broadcast.
Also, on the broadcast, they said the Panthers are facing your Philadelphia Stars. And I was yeah, those are my Stars.
We love USFL.
You were all 5 fans, so yes, they are. You kind of own them in a way.
Yeah. All right. Well, no more Stars talk. On to something else.
No, we'll talk about the Stars in the playoffs.
We're going to talk about Checo.
Getting a deal from
Checo Perez. More F1 talk for you guys because I know you love it.
This just came out after the Monaco race that Sergio Perez has extended his contract with Red Bull. He's going to be there until 2024. People didn't think this was going to happen. Possibly before.
They don't give numbers, right?
They really don't. F1's weird with pay stuff.
It's weird.
It just says that they extend the contract. They're not gonna really give a dollar amount on it.
How much does Max get paid?
I think it was around $30 million a year or something.
Fucking hell!
I thought it was a lot
more. It makes
more
sense.
But it's also hard to look at it.
They should get paid a lot. That's one sport. You can argue that sports players get overpaid. That's a sport that I think they should be paid that much because it's such a risky, dangerous sport.
Yeah.
Okay, so if Max is being paid $53 million a year, you can.
That's insane. Yeah.
He's the defending champion.
It's crazy how he can make that much.
Well,
money.
F1's a global sport too,
yeah,
and you're only paying 2 drivers, so
that is true.
The amount of revenue that you make from that sport,
all the sponsorships and stuff, all that revenue goes to the car, and that's the team.
Crazy.
Hamilton's $40 million.
How much does Leclerc get? Leclerc should get some in, just
So
look
like a driver's not even really that good. Gets paid $17 million to Ricardo. So you can imagine that Perez is making
R.I.P. Dan.
at least $30 million.
That's a steal. That's a steal. Leclerc's only $12 million.
He's probably on his rookie contract.
I'd pay him $12 million to stand there and look pretty for me. That's crazy.
Yeah. What?
So
Checo, true bestie.
Checo gets this. Checo gets this new deal. Good deal for Red Bull.
Yeah, it should be a really good one for Red Bull.
Yeah, Checo, great racer. I kind of feel bad for him because I just feel like he's always getting overshadowed by Max. It's all about Max, Max, Super Max, whatever. Well, give credit to Perez. He is due credit. He's a great racer. He's a great racer.
He got some credit.
He got the contract. He needs more credit. I mean, yeah. If I was Perez, I'd be. I'd be like, give me credit.
I think he gets the credit from the public or people not on his team. And then his team is just oh, you're 4 seconds behind Max, or you're 4 seconds ahead of Max. Just let him go.
Pass you.
Yeah.
That was Valtteri and Hamilton the last couple of years, where Valtteri was the obvious second driver. Yeah. But then him at Alfa Romeo is so good too, which is Alfa's just not a good car, and he's just driving it so well.
That's good for him.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. I love Valtteri.
Facts.
Yeah. Big Valtteri fan.
Chip Kelly. Yeah. Yeah, so happy for Checo.
That's crazy how much they get paid though. Once again, I think they should get paid that much because when you're putting your life at risk, people die in that sport. Not often, but
and you're also
often enough where it's important.
And no matter if you're the 1 or 2 driver, obviously there's Hamilton's and even Max, they're more of the face, but no matter who you are, you're the face of the team. Yeah. So I feel there's a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of it's more than just driving.
Oh yeah, there's practice with it. They practice a lot, and they also have a very strict diet. A lot of them because you can only be
they're on
so
great
heavy.
Shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're tiny.
I saw Lando talking
Especially
to
Yuki.
Yeah. It's 5'3".
I saw Lando talking to somebody that was one of the Tar guys, and he had a donut, and he's like, "Lando, you need to eat that. You're skinny. I can't be more than X amount of pounds. It's 170 something."
It's the Miami Heat, the 9% body fat.
Yeah.
It's funny. All right, are we talking about Dynasty?
Let's talk about some Dynasty.
Let's talk about Dynasty. So we did our second mock draft last Sunday, I think it was, and we got 8 people. So I think we have a better idea.
Pretty accurate.
Obviously, we still got 2.5 months, but we have a better idea.
But I like that. We're playing such fucking nerds. We still have 2.5 months to the actual. Is it that we're that far?
Well, we only
it's that far.
This is only our second.
It's only our second mock draft together, but we have a better idea of what people what strategies they might be doing, what players they want, who they're taking where. So, yeah, there's a lot more information out there, so we have a better idea of what we should be doing ourselves.
And I've had some mock drafts after. I forget what I did in this one. Yeah, I've been leaning towards this strategy a bit more. So, not those players, really, kind of, but.
What's the strategy of Rainbow? Aiden drafted a Rainbow with the first 4 picks. Want to know, everybody?
It was
it's beautiful.
I had one that it was only me, so it wasn't as accurate, I guess. But
I've been getting pissed off with the bots.
I get the same thing every time.
I know it's annoying.
And I don't know. There's no way to really fix it except you can do it all yourself. But that's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah, that would be a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dalton, you want to go first?
I don't want to. My team sucks. I hated this thing.
Well, Dalton's first overall, so he's going first.
Yeah, so his team is just so mid. I've already done probably 10 mock drafts since this one, and the strategy has completely changed. But we went Josh Allen, obviously, AJ Brown, still like that pick. Trey Lance. I love Trey Lance, and I wanted to see what my team would look like with him if I get him here. And I just didn't end up liking it, so I think Trey Lance is going to slip past me in the actual draft. Then I went really young wide receivers with Drake London and Traylon Burks. I just wanted to make after I took Trey Lance, I was like, all right, fuck, I'm making the youngest team possible. That are still not super reaches.
Dakota, do you like the Drake London pick?
No.
So Drake London's going to step into a big time role right away with the Falcons.
With Marcus
and he's going to have a lot of targets.
Mm-hmm. Take him.
And targets create good fantasy players. No one can deny that.
Take him.
Traylon Burks, same thing, going into a great situation for him where he is going to have the best opportunity to be a starter and get the opportunity to become a wide receiver one right away. Hawkinson in the 6th, decent young wide receiver. At this point, I had tight end. Sorry, at this point I had no running backs, so we took David Montgomery, which made me want to cry. Cause
that's kind of
it was just rough. Okay, I'm not
That
playing
first running back?
first running back. Yes,
You got Rashad Bateman.
I got Rashad Bateman in the 8-10, so that was cool because I like him. Zach Wilson was still there at 90, so I think you kind of have to take him there.
That's probably the best value of our mock draft. I'll give you credit there.
All right, so
Zach Wilson
I
at
have a
round
good
9. That I like the Bateman pick too, obviously,
Yeah.
but Zach Wilson there, that's a great pick.
Yeah, actually, I think I had a decent like round 10 through 12 with I took Kareem Hunt, who's a good piece for this team particularly.
Yeah.
Damian Pierce, good rookie. Darius Toney is another wide receiver that could break out. And then we can skip past the rest of it.
Devin Singletary.
You got Motor on this team.
Rondell Moore.
Rondell Moore.
Got Snoop Conner.
And Joku with the new contract could be good, but it's overall, it's just not what I want. I'm probably going to end up going at my 2-3 turn, probably no quarterbacks. Maybe Russell Wilson, or not sure.
Yeah.
But
I just wouldn't draft a tight end at the 4-10, but
I didn't.
yeah, he did.
I didn't.
Drake London.
Well, Drake London, he's got a lot of opportunity. He's better than you think he is, Dakota.
I'll stake my whole career on Drake
USC
London
wide
and
receivers
being bad.
Yeah.
All right, so
Official
I was
bad take from Dakota.
Drake London will not succeed. That's my take.
all right. I'm number 2 overall, so I got Justin Herbert in this one. I'm leaning towards Herbert over Mahomes at number 2 overall.
Why?
Because I just see him having a brighter future with the Chargers overall, like a more consistent future than Mahomes, because Mahomes doesn't have as good of an offense right now. And I just think that the Chargers are a more built team. They have a better backfield. They have better overall receivers right now. And I just think that overall Herbert's going to be like the best young quarterback in the game right now, like because Mahomes is like still young, but he's kind of entering that late 20. How old is he?
26.
26. So he's entering his late 20s. Herbert's only 24, and I think that him and Burrow are like the ones like next up, and I think he's going to be better than Burrow. So that's how I look at it.
I don't know. I think
you have to go Mahomes at 2, but I mean, I understand your argument.
I think we're kind of going a little overboard with this whole Tyreek Hill trade. Like, it's still Patrick Mahomes. He's the best quarterback.
He might not be He might not be quarterback like 2 this year, but I think over the next 10 years,
Sky Moore can end up being a really good receiver. Like the NFL is so fluid. Things could be
Kelsey taking over.
Things could change in 2 years. He's got Andy Reid, who's a mastermind of a head coach on offense. Like, I would just bet on the talent of Mahomes over Herbert. And like 36, like you see quarterbacks now like Rodgers, Brady, Stafford's up there in age, Wilson's up there in age, and they're still just Matt Ryan. He's like 38, but at 36, he was still a good quarterback. Like, I think you see, the more we know about like how to keep your body in shape, nutrition, all that stuff, how to like properly train, Mahomes at 36 will still be, I don't know, like as good, but he'll be an elite quarterback.
He just always a good point though that Herbert at 34 is, I don't want to say guaranteed to be a still good player, but there's a very good chance that Herbert at 34 is still elite. Whereas,
I think both those quarterbacks will be elite 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, 36, you don't really know.
The top 3 should all be elite quarterbacks. They should all be above average quarterbacks in 10 years.
And so will Burrow, because he's going to be taken 4th. Like, top 4 out of quarterbacks. Yeah.
But I would still bet on the talent of Mahomes.
When did he go? He went to the Brandreth.
Burrow went, a little bit later.
All right, so I went Herbert, and then I got Eckler, which I like Eckler, but it's a stack, but he's getting older for a running back, so we'll see about that. I got Breece Hall in the 3rd. I like that pick. He's young. Deontay Johnson. I got Trevor Lawrence in the 5th. I like Trevor Lawrence in the 5th. I've been taking him in a lot of mock drafts. I kind of got a lot of young quarterbacks, like other than all young quarterbacks. In later rounds, I got Malik Willis, and then I think I got Trask.
It's a great pick.
And then in the 6th round, I got Jerry Jeudy, which I like that pick a lot. I got Chris Godwin, Elijah Mitchell, Amari Cooper, Tony Pollard, Mike Gesicki. I probably overvalued Elijah Mitchell, but I'm kind of high on him this year because I just think that he's going to get most of the load in San Fran. And then Amari Cooper, I'm actually a fan of that pick. We'll see about him, but if Deshaun Watson's throwing the ball most of the year, he should produce. Gesicki, Christian Kirk, Malik Willis, James Robinson, and then so on. Then I got Ben Roethlisberger in the 30th.
Burger.
It's a good pick. You could come back and.
You got Deshaun Jackson with your last pick.
I did. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Jeff took Alshon Jeffrey with his last pick.
We had Tim Tebow go in the last, Trace McSorley, Ryan
Fitzpatrick
Fitzpatrick.
isn't going to play anymore.
Oh, he retired. 800 player retired since his draft.
Wow.
This is not going well. They've already got to retire.
Overall, I like this draft. Again, we'll see about my first round pick. I'm kind of like, I'm going back and forth about it. At first, I wanted Mahomes, and then now I'm leaning towards Herbert, so we'll see. We have some time.
I like your team. I like Eckler. Yeah. Even though he's up there in age, I still think he'll be good for the next couple years.
He's one of those running backs where, like, you don't feel like he's going to die out. Like, he's 27 right now.
It's because he doesn't have the amount of carries that running backs typically have once they get to this age.
And he catches a lot, which is nice.
Yeah, they drafted Isaiah Spiller, which could mean that they're looking to use Eckler more in that third down back role and less like just carrying the ball up the middle because he doesn't really have great size. He's extremely strong, but I think they want like a big goal line back. So if they draft Isaiah Spiller, that could take away from like Eckler's work, but he'll still give you 70, 80 catches a year out of the backfield. Like I still think, especially in that offense, like he's a great pick.
Overall, I like it. And the fact that I got Deontay Johnson in the 4th, then that's my first wide receiver in the 4th, and I didn't get another one until the 6th, and Jerry Jeudy, who's young and hopefully has a bright future with Russ. And then even Chris Godwin in the 7th.
He's not in jail anymore, or not in trouble anymore.
I didn't even hear about that. Overall, my first 10 rounds I'm a big fan of. Even getting Pollard in the 10th, I think he's going to take over the majority of the role in Dallas. So.
He should. Free Pollard party.
Mm-hmm.
Free Pollard.
Actually, as an Eagles fan, I don't want him to, but as just a fantasy fan, free fucking Pollard.
Yeah, he's good.
Who took Alexander Madison in this one?
Me.
You son of a bitch.
Who did you steal from me in this draft?
A bunch of people.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it Aiden or you?
I think it's me.
It's Dakota, yeah.
All right, so I don't know if this will be my pick draft day, but I took Watson. I guess there's still a lot that we have to see whether he's being suspended or not. If he's suspended for a year, like a Trevor Bauer type suspension, that will affect my
Trevor Bauer
thought process a lot. But right now, I'm thinking he's only gets suspended 6 games, so I'll take him. And
6 games out of 10 years, not too bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
did you guys see what his lawyer said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen.
That's.
Did you see? No.
It's fine to say. He basically said it's not illegal to get a happy ending if you don't pay extra for it. So that's their argument.
Oh my gosh. He's a mess.
Yeah.
But I'll take Watson over Kyler at the moment.
New Phillies manager.
He was still a top 5 quarterback before
top 3.
He took an absence.
I think I tend to forget how good he was.
Yeah.
He was insanely good, and he carried a team that.
Yeah, especially that 2020
sucked,
season. Houston was horrible. They were so bad, and he was still amazing. So I'll take him here for now. That could change though. And then I took CeeDee Lamb round 2. Take Jalen Waddle round 3. Higgins round 4.
That's a receiving core.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. Tua round 5.
Stack.
J.K. Dobbins round 6. Waller round 7. Keenan Allen round 8. Connor round 9. Mike Williams round 10. Allen Robinson, Brandon Cooks, Cordell Patterson, Madison.
That's a
pick in the
long-term
draft.
guy.
That's a good first 10, 11 rounds.
Yeah.
Really good. Actually, first 12. Brandon Cooks goes too low.
I feel like all the Robinson is going too low. Brandon Cooks is going too low. Keenan Allen around 8.
Yeah.
Darren Waller in round 7. That's pretty low for him. I feel like
He's just old.
he's older, but he's still got 2-3 years. Like Travis Kelce's the best tight end in the league, and he's 32. Like Waller's only 39, and he has less.
They can go longer for sure.
Less wear and tear on him because he had drug issues, whatever, earlier in his career.
Yeah.
Well, he's also gonna have more wear and tear on him.
Well, I don't know.
Hey, he's shown no signs of slowing down. But that reason he's just a little bit older. That's
a good team, though. Really good team.
Yeah. I'm a fan of my team, and I got the running back situation would definitely have to be fixed, in future years. But
Dobbins,
I have Dobbins, and I just once I couldn't get young running backs, so I was just trying to grab win now running backs. That's Connor, Patterson, and then Madison. When Cook gets hurt, he steps in.
That's big.
So yeah, I'm a huge fan of my team.
We'll give you 3 first for Madison.
So I have pick 9, and Kyler fell to me. I'm very happy about that. I'm a big Kyler fan this year so far. So went Kyler, Javonte. That's what I've been doing more in the more recent mock drafts, getting Javonte at the 2nd, and I like that because before when I was picking Pitts there, I would not get a young running back at all, and I'd be stuck with a duo like Henry Zeke, and I just don't want that. So I had to fix that by getting Javonte. So I get Javonte, and then this is a pick I don't like. I don't really know why I did it when there was
I don't mind
right
a Mark
there.
Andrews pick.
I don't love taking tight ends so early.
Neither do I, but I feel like he has value.
I did a better mock draft where I didn't take a tight end until later, and I liked it a lot better.
Yeah, because, you can get young, good tight ends in, the 10th round.
I've been debating Mark Andrews at, my turn, but every time I end up not going for him. But
that
Mark Andrews is set up to be, just
but
insane tight end this year. And, for futures, they have...
Yeah.
He was the tight end 1 last year, and he's getting more targets this year.
I love that.
And he's younger.
Yeah.
I think at that range, I think he's really good. For me,
it's still good, but not
it's him and Bateman and no one else. And Bateman isn't even proven yet.
And probably have 2 players go out in IR in the first week anyway. So
practice.
And he's got Lamar throwing to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you could have improvement there,
dude. Shut the fuck up. All right, go ahead.
So Kyler, Javonte, Mark Andrews, then I went DK Metcalf, Justin Fields. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not a big Fields fan. I wanted Tua, and then Dakota knew I wanted Tua and took him right in front of me.
Because I wanted Tua too.
Yeah, well, I wanted Tua.
Well, you should have gotten the 7th overall pick.
DK is also kind of a toss-up for this year and maybe a couple years to come until they get a good situation there at quarterback.
Yeah, he's still
I think
24.
It's Drew Lock.
But if it's not this year, they'll have someone new next year. They're not going to start Drew Lock years in a row.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even Drew Lock plays he's one of those players, kind of like a Jameis Winston of 2019, wherever he was, there he threw 30-30. Where he's gonna be a quarterback that turns the ball over a lot, so you're down a lot, so you have to throw a lot. He's got a cannon for an arm. He could supply DK for fantasy value. They might not look pretty in real life in terms of actual points and wins, but
I don't think he's got any talent at all.
But he does have a big arm.
Winston had talent, at least.
That's
Drew
true.
Lock doesn't have any talent.
Drew Lock has the upside to kind of play like that for a fantasy standpoint.
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
No. But Geno Smith could be the starter.
I think he's got the job right now. If they went into the season right now, I think he's starting.
Either way, you're just betting on the talent, and DK's still pretty young.
They'll have a high draft pick to take a real quarterback, maybe Bryce Young.
I love Etienne.
They have their first round pick next year.
Yes,
next really, really good. I'm pretty sure.
So then I love the running back of Williams and Etienne.
Your next 3 picks.
That's sick, actually.
And then I have Marquise Brown for the stack, and then Chris Olave, and then Juju. And I'm a big Juju fan, I think, because
why?
He's the number 2 target on the Chiefs.
McCall Hardman.
He could be number 5 target on the Chiefs, but
he could be the number 2.
I won't be taking Juju because
you can have Juju.
Then you got DeAndre.
I don't know why I got DeAndre there. But
the double stack.
The double stack. Probably could have got Mike Williams because that's the next pick, and that's probably a better pick. But
Dodger Hopkins fell off so hard.
Yeah.
I think I don't know.
I don't even understand
He got
why.
hurt. He got hurt.
He got hurt.
Oh, he's
everyone's
suspended
like,
too,
he's
right?
terrible. He's suspended.
Oh, he's
for 6
suspended too.
games,
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
6
too.
games out of 10 years though.
He's not playing that.
No, he's not.
And then I got Clyde,
Help his mom out.
and then Algier. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're mid. But I love the first couple of picks.
You skipped on Tyler Lockett. You got the double. You got the double wide receiver stack.
What are you doing? I don't know. But
You're having fun.
I was having a great time.
You got Ertz.
Fuck it, we ball.
We got Jared Goff. Got
I love Jared Goff.
Yeah, Dakota stole like my number 1 pick in the draft.
Yeah, so I took a
Kevin
better
Austin
quarterback
Jr.
afterwards.
Kevin Austin
After
Jr.
Jared Goff. Oh, and Kevin Austin Jr. I
Yeah,
forgot
that's
about
what I'm saying. Like,
that was funny too.
I'm a big Kevin Austin Jr. fan. I think I've said it before.
Yeah, well, why did you take Justin Ross over Kevin Austin? Because you told me on draft day that Kevin Austin Jr. was better undrafted free agent.
You picked first.
Oh, I did it?
Yeah.
Ah, well. Well, why didn't you take
Calvin Austin. It's close enough.
You should have taken over
pretty much next best
Sam
guy.
Howell.
Oh, wait,
it's
you
not.
did pick Calvin
I
Austin.
should have taken somebody with an ADP of... Is it listed? I don't think it's listed.
Yeah, but you know that he's the best receiver of all time. So
Yeah, but no one's picking him around 20.
okay, well, who cares about the ADP? You shouldn't be taking him in round 5.
Listen, when you love a guy, you gotta
go get him.
Get the
You
guy.
gotta
Well,
get him.
I didn't think anyone else was going to get the guy until you have to go and steal the guy.
Well, I'll be scheming.
At the real draft, if you take him, there's gonna be a fight.
You can
I'm
trade
gonna wear
for
the
Are
him.
you
jersey.
recording it? The real draft.
It's going to be so long.
We can
Just
record
like
some of it.
highlights.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The first round.
All right, so that'll do it from Bad Take Philly. Bad Take Philly does it for Rob Thomson. You should do it for Rob Thompson, too. Fuck Joe Girardi.
Joey's on side.
Chip Kelly,
That's
new
right.
manager.
Yeah.
Pretty good summary, right?
Yeah, I think that's everything. Big things. Like, comment, subscribe.
Do it for Rob.
We haven't got subscribed in like a week.
Yeah, we need more subscribers.
Someone hit the fucking button.
If you want to, just unfollow and then follow again. But just make sure you follow again.
No, don't tell me to do that.
Hold on.
There's no upside there.
No, yeah, there is.
There's not.
Yeah, there's. We kind of get one if we
The
like.
graph will go down and then back to normal.
Yeah.
All right,
Don't do that.
tune in for the
If you're new, subscribe.
tune in for the Philly draft video coming soon.
Yep.
Probably the same day this comes out. Who knows?
I'll do it next day.
All right, next day. Yeah. All right, do it for.
Oh, if you like the backdrop, let us know.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be bricks. If it's not, blame him.
There might not be breaks. Alright, see you guys.
Alright, see you.